Hey, true believers, Englentine here with another top 10 weekly comic books sold to readers list. And now, as I say before, Comic-Con's a great list. That tells you what the stores are ordering. This is what the people are buying. This is what they are walking out of the store with, preferably after paying. After we check out what people are buying in the hard copies, we're going to go on over to Comixology and see what people are buying digitally to see who wins the week, Marvel or DC. Now, these are the shops that took part in this. It's bleeding cool, so take it with a grain of salt. And if you're in their area, please, by all means, stop by, buy something, and, support your own local comic book shop. Now, without further ado, let's get this party started. Beginning the countdown at number 10 is the Avengers Halloween Special. Number 9 brings us Stranger Things, number 2. At number 8, we have Extermination, number 4. Number 7 brings us Black Panther, number 5. At number 6, we have Emma Frost, or X-Men Black Emma Frost. At number 5, we have Spider-Force, number 1. Number 4 brings us Justice League, Aquaman, Drowned Earth. This one needs a new name, number 1. At number 3, we have Justice League Dark, The Witching Hour. Number 2 is Batman Secret Files, number 1. And at number 1, we have Heroes in Crisis, number 2. Looks like Marvel wins again, but it seems like a dubious win at best. I mean, they do have 5 in the countdown with 1 independent, and DC has 4. But DC has the top 4 spots. Number 1, 2, 3, and 4 are all belonging to DC. So let's find out what the comic shops have to say about this. DC took the top spots in the weekly FFF Top 10 Bestsellers list this week, and Heroes in Crisis at number 1, followed closely by Batman Secret Files for a $5 book. People were all about it. Stranger Things fell a little in numbers, but is still selling well enough. It dropped to the 3rd place spot, but against Batman, that's kind of expected. Spider-Force is off to a strong start, while Vault of Spiders and Spider-Girls didn't really do spectacularly. Marvel 2-in-1 continues to be a consistent seller, which is kind of funny when you think about how the Fantastic Four used to sell. Now they have 2 titles that both make the top 10 each week. Archie Meets Batman is also enjoying a bit of a best of both worlds by grabbing the attention of older readers who hadn't read either in years. They're getting bit by nostalgia bug and ensuring the book almost sells out each issue. Marvel and DC were split pretty evenly this week with the top 10, but even in a 5th week, DC managed to sneak ahead with the help of Batman and their hype event. Hype event is a very good way to describe Heroes in Crisis, in my opinion. And yes, I have read the new issue, and wow, what's going on here, guys? Yeah, God bless those who like it. It's okay to me, but hype is a great way to describe it. Does Tom King ever leave the top 3? Heroes in Crisis and Batman Secret Files secured the top 2 slots. Sonic made the list, while being a typically strong seller that usually only barely gets edged off the list because there wasn't as much competition. In fact, most of our top 10 wouldn't normally make the list in various degrees, but releases were mighty lean this week. I'm surprised none of the DC Hanna-Barbera crossovers made it. Heroes in Crisis number 2 and Batman Secret Files number 1 battled it out for bestseller this week, but ended up tying for first, DC essentially dominated the rest of the list with just a few exceptions like The Witches Halloween Special and Old Man Hawkeye number 10. Honestly, I forgot that Old Man Hawkeye was a thing. Am I the only one? A 5th Wednesday for the month makes for an unsurprisingly lightish release week. Our only real major releases is Heroes in Crisis number 2, which easily took the top spot. Following a fair bit behind, our second best-selling title was Batman Secret Files number 1, proving, if nothing else, that the Bat brand remains DC's strongest by far. The penultimate issue of the current X-Event, Extermination, also performed well for us this week. Black Panther remains a strong seller, and in the middle of the pack, we had 2 DC team crossovers with team member one-shots, Drowned Earth and The Witching Hour. The bottom half of our list sees Batman the Max, Tony Stark Iron Man, and Old Man Wolverine lives up to his title by hitting the ripe old age by modern Marvel standards of 50 issues. Holding up the rear is the finale of the X-Men Black one-shots, Emma Frost. And I am doing a Marvel versus DC, a traditional one, where I've reviewed all of the Marvel and DC titles. It should be out tomorrow or Wednesday, hopefully tomorrow. I like to be timely. Just wanted to get that out there considering all these were mentioned. And it does seem like a really strong mix of both DC and Marvel are making the top 10 this week, even though Marvel is taking it away from DC as far as a win. But, you know, what you gonna do? The Avengers Halloween special did very well. Witches was met with where has the title been after all this time. Batman Secret Files and Heroes in Crisis did well. People picked up both the first and second issues of Heroes in Crisis this week. Sonic the Hedgehog sneaks into our top 10, going to Miss Old Man Logan. It had a loyal fan base. It had 50 issues. Of course, they need to get rid of it. They can't exactly have a long run like, you know, the classic characters have. 4 DC titles in our top 10 this week, but they took the top 4 spots. 5 Marvels and 1 Dark Horse, as Stranger Things holds on to its audience, a good sign. But the most noteworthy thing about this week's sales is the fact that they were fairly low in both units and dollar value because it was such a small shipping week. Yeah, the fact that these are the things that people are actually buying, there's not as many people buying anymore. So that, unfortunately, is that. Anyway, we're going to go on over to Comixology, the world's largest digital comic book shop, and see who wins the week there. Is it Marvel or DC? Will Marvel make it another double like they did last week? Gonna find out. Starting off the countdown at number 10 is West Coast Avengers. Number 9 brings us X-Men Black, Emma Frost. At number 8, we have the Avengers Halloween Special. At number 7, we have Tony Stark Iron Man number 5. At number 6, we have The Wildstorm. Number 5 brings us Justice League Dark and the Wonder Woman, The Witching Hour. At number 4 is Extermination, number 4. At number 3, we have Justice League Aquaman Drowned Earth, number 1. In the runner-up spot at number 2, we have Batman Secret Files number 1. And taking the top spot at number 1 is Heroes in Crisis number 2. So there you go. It is tied digitally, which does not bode well for DC because the back end usually is owned by Marvel. But of the top 5, 4 of them do belong to DC, the same 4 that were in the top 4 as far as the hard copies are concerned. So, once again, dubious? I don't know. And so what I always do is expand this out to the top 20, just for the poops and giggles, to see who wins if you expand it that far. Now, granted, you could go further, but top 20, I think it'll be fine. At number 11 is Marvel 2-in-1. Number 11, it is now 6-5 Marvel's favor. But at number 12, we have the Terrifics tying it up. It is 6-6. At number 13, Old Man Logan number 50 makes it 7-6 Marvel's favor. At number 14, Spider-Force number 1 makes it 8-6 Marvel's favor. At number 15, What If Magic, Where the Sorcerer Supreme. It is now 9-6 Marvel's favor. At number 16, we have Daredevil 610. It is now 10-6 in Marvel's favor. And there you go. Marvel wins it 11 so far to 6 with the Black Panther at number 17. At number 18, Witches steps in to put a pause on the beatdown that Marvel is giving DC right now. At number 9, we have The Multiple Man, number 5. It's now 12-6 in Marvel's favor. And at number 20, we have Infinity Warp's Iron Hammer. It is now 13-6. Marvel just kicked DC's digital butt. Granted, 4 of the 6 DC has is in the top 5, but wow, that's bad. This was a bad beatdown. And unfortunately, it is something that I'm seeing quite a bit. Now, DC is going downhill. People are losing interest. That is not good. Which, it's kind of surprising because stuff like Aquaman's Drowned Earth is very entertaining. I'm actually surprised at how much people are abandoning DC. Marvel's getting better, but still, DC has been good for a long damn time. Of course, they're not doing us any favors with Brian Michael Bendis all over the place messing up Superman, but still there's some excellent titles from DC. But there you go. What do you think? What do you think of the complete beatdown Marvel just gave DC Comics? What was missing? What would you add to the countdown? What would you remove? What do you think is too high? What do you think is too low in the countdown? Let me know in the comment section below. Also, if you like this video, please click like, share, get word out about the channel. Don't forget, if you haven't done it already, hit subscribe and that notification bell. Ring that bell, because sometimes YouTube does do their job and actually, notifies people when I have a video or a live stream. Sometimes, just sometimes. Also, this is the way I'm trying to make a living, so if you don't mind helping out the channel, go on over to Patreon. Drop $1 in the till. Links in the description below. Thank everybody who's already done that, and to everyone, all of the true believers, thank you very, very much for watching.